Alright, that's it. We're streaming.
Hello and welcome to the track that has been on the calendar for every season in PRL. It's Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix here in Tier 1. At 4.352 miles, the Spa-Francorchamps is the longest circuit on the calendar with 19 corners, with 9 to the left and 10 to the right. The best overtaking opportunities being at Turn 1, which is La Source, Turn 7 at the end of the Camel Straight, and Turn 19 at the bus stop chicane. Also has the highest elevation change, as you see Ray is coming out of the pits, with 102.2 meters between the lowest and highest point. I am Aidan Jones, and I'll be joined by someone you're probably more used to hearing their beautiful commentary in Adam.
Yep. Good afternoon to everyone watching the stream.
Yeah, also Adam streaming, as Twitch wants to be the biggest pain in the arse for me, so it should be interesting. But yeah, so the top 5 separated by 18 points, I believe, going into this race. But Shep and Wafflehead ain't here, as far as I'm aware. And there's been lost the first round this track before, so how do you think this race could go, potentially?
Well, it'll be an interesting race. I think you'd be quite hard-pressed to find a driver who doesn't like this track. I mean, true classic.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I think there'll be, if we're gonna have a close qualifying, then we'll see quite a lot of DRS trains. Consistency is going to be a big factor throughout the 22 laps of this Grand Prix.
By the way, am I seeing that right? Darkness King is on Inters.
If he got a qualifying ban, I don't know why he's done that.
I don't know. Do you want to run us through Rusty's lap? Who's the first to cross the line? Will be the first one to start his lap. Right.
Here goes Rusty.
Do you want to run through it?
One of the wily old foxes in this league, and a very consistent driver. And of course, as he said many times running about the racing line, as you go through turn 1, Peyton's a little bit of the curve, the inside curve on the exit. Turn 1 now up to Eau Rouge and Radiant. He does a flat out, not easy to do flat out, but he does it pretty nicely. Switches the curve on the exit. That is a very handy first sector from Rusty. Let's see the time. It'll be a 30.4, not bad at all. Now going through the chicanes, of which I can't make any of these corners. Nice curve on the exit. Pretty good lap for Rusty so far. Now the downhill braking a little bit difficult as you go in. Nice and gentle on the throttle. Now going through No Name, and now onto 2 on. This is where bravery is needed. Takes it in 7th, just a small lift. No understeer on the exit. So pretty impressive so far. Now don't go in too hard on the entry. Gets that pretty nicely. Now use all the track on the exit. Doesn't take that deadly curve, of which you know about. 17.5 in the middle sector. Take that flat out. A pretty good lap of Rusty so far. As you go down Big Straight, and then on to Blanchimont, comfortably flat out in these F1 cars. And of course, Verstappen went round the outside of Felipe Nasr in 2015. As you go down to the final chicane, pretty decent under braking. The car looks pretty comfortable in that slow section, and it's a 1:46.3. As he's in the first car to cross the line.
Yeah, and Harry beats that immediately.
By quite a big margin. Sheriff Charles with 44.9, and Ray with a 45.9, and Polani goes second. That's a handy lap from high scrum, don't you think?
It's a very good lap. I mean, the pole time round here last season was a 43.5. So admittedly, the top 3 in that quali session has all gone to Prem. That could potentially be pole worthy. We'll have to see what the rest set, as that half of Robsu is about to start his lap.
Do you want to go on to Robsu?
Uh, I thought he was going to cross the line to, to
alright.
finish his lap. Who else is about to finish their lap? I think a Ferrari of Chaos is about to finish his lap. Across the line, say 45.9.
Yeah,
Ryan's next across the line in his PRL debut.
Ryan, your former team boss.
And he's gone pole.
0. I
is...
didn't think he had. I didn't think Ryan had that in him. I did not think he had the pace whatsoever.
5/10 clear.
I don't know if he's had any bounces, but he smoked them all. 5/10 ahead of what I thought was a very nice lap for him. And yeah, looks like he's impressing on debut.
Yeah, 5/10 clear of High Scranton.
I
do apologise if I've butchered the pronunciation. Alright,
I reckon he's used to it.
Wow. Searchy sucks is... I think that was purple middle sector.
I can't tell, no, looks like a pretty slow lap, that's not...
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Oh, it's going to be a bit interesting. Femi Thrustmaster is quite behind him, and they're both on laps, aren't they? I don't know what's gone on there.
I don't know what's happened there, as Femi goes through fastest. I don't think he'll be particularly pleased, depending on what happened. Nico John has gone 4th.
Rob Su P6.
Hammer has gone 7th. We didn't notice that. Always just tapped the ball going out the pits there. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I'm seeing who's crossing the line next. Is the Ferrari? No, he's on it in lap. I don't know what I don't know what Darkness King's doing, but he's still on those inters. It's been quite a while for him to be on those inters still.
I think he's just, I don't know if he's burning off fuel to studying the track. Or he's
invalidated his time.
Lap,
no, he's done a lap already on these tyres, and now he's on low fuel mode.
I think he must be saving softs or something. He's not using any ERS. So
no,
with the first round of play runs done, Ryan's impressed, doesn't he? He is.
Yeah.
Him out,
yeah. 5/10 clear.
Yep.
It's going to be, I mean, 40. It's getting close to 43s then. That's possible. If anyone will get it is another question. It's very much possible though to get 800s around a track this long.
So who was on that lap first? It was Sheriff Sharpie going through sector 2 through turn 13 right now.
Yeah, he's on an out lap. Callum and Lucasade haven't gone out the pits yet.
Yep, Callum, I wonder how Callum's going to do, because he's had quite decent some PRLs in so far.
Yeah, it's been decent. Yeah, I think decent's the right word. I mean, we'll see if it carries on into Spa. Yeah. He missed the race at Japan, I think.
Yeah.
Cheese isn't here, who did race at Japan, so... Yeah, there's not much going on. I think is Cheryl Sharp on a lap? No,
he's not on a lap, he's on an out lap. It's an out lap.
Nope.
I promise you it's an out lap because I've been watching him.
Yeah. I think Rusty's on another lap.
Taking the wide line through the penultimate corner to get a nice section for the final corner. As he starts to start round, he's just got a shot. Through turn 1 just before the 50-meter board. Gets right into the apex. Doesn't use that curve on the exit, but looks pretty quick coming out of there. And he accelerates rapidly all the way to nearly 200 miles an hour going through Orange and Radion. Looks pretty nice through there, I've got to say. DRS on as he go down the long Hemel Straight. Second time. The 1:30.4, he's 80 hundredths down on his time. Looks pretty nice through there. Plenty of commitment. Now the downhill braking, if you get this wrong, there's always a little bit of understeer, but none so for the Aston. And winning it through and now through on. Lots of time can be gained or lost through here through bravery, and looked pretty nice through there, I've got to say. As the Mercedes going to have to get out of the way, well done by him. Now the front end perfectly responsive. There's a little bit of the outside curve that could have been dangerous, but the Aston lives with it. And it's 2 tenths up for Cher. Yeah, so at this rate, he should be up to third. I don't think he'll gain a whole lot of time. Ryan looking pretty confident. He is not going out the pits.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can break really. He can probably gain a bit of time through the bus stop here, Shell.
Yeah, I wasn't watching.
He goes around the final corner. What's it gonna be? It's the front row for Shell. 144.4. Yeah, very good lap. Yeah, Ryan ain't going out. I mean, he's 4 tenths up, but if someone pulls out a madness, then yeah, he could be beaten.
You're watching Heist Grom, who is on a purple sector 1.
About 300th up.
This is sector 2. Downforce and bravery, I think, is dependent through this part of the circuit. It needs a little bit of a curve on the entry and lots of minimum speed. A couple of miles an hour faster than Shiroshaft through there. And he nearly advanced, he nearly went too wide on the exit. He's just about nailed it, I've got to say. On the braking, just get the front end in. Now it's flat out ideally, but sometimes anyone who would live through it. It's 2 tenths up for Heist Grom. He needs 3 or 4 tenths if he wants to beat Ryan. On braking into the bus stop chicane. Looks pretty tidy through there on the exit. Lots of cover on the exit. I don't think it'll be good enough for pole, but it should get him back up to the front row. 144.2.
And a purple last sector, I think that was. Got really close to invalidating there off the exit of the chicane. Who else is next to cross the line? I think that's Rob Sue. He's about to start his lap. Alright,
let's watch Rob Sue, former TM. I'm going to get right into the apex of turn 1. I think he won at Australia, and he had. I can't remember how he did it. Did in Stuka.
Shell.
No, Rob Sue, who we're watching right now. He goes on to the camera straight. It's not particularly high in the way of downforce. Spenny goes 4th. It's 3 tenths up for Rob Sue.
Yeah.
3 tenths, yeah. And look, pretty nice. There's an Alpha Romeo. Oh, I didn't catch that. It's Rusty. He's beat on the gravel. Of course, in the rules, you can reset the track. That looks like he's gotten his way out of there. Let's go back to Rob Sue. He goes on to Road to Puon, sorry. Looks pretty nice, down to 6th gear. Just a small lift, I don't know if he was on the brakes there.
Oh wait.
Gets the front end, turned in, don't touch that curve on the inside, and he doesn't. He's all the curve on the exit. It's a nice lap for Rob so far. I'll tell you, Rob is 5 tenths up on the purple middle sector.
Sorry, I just realised that we haven't actually linked the stream to the server. So give us
No, we haven't. No, but we still have 6 watching at this moment in time. So, can you do that? As Rob Sue goes 5th fastest, just a millisecond behind Femi. One of the longest lap times on the calendar, and they're still so close. That is pretty unbelievable.
Is Ryan still not gone out? How long was there left? There's about 3 minutes left, so he definitely has time
3 minutes left in the
get
session.
out.
Ryan needs to. If I were him, I'd be going out because. I mean, it's 2 attempts. That's still enough for track. For track to grip up to someone to find a bit of inspiration, to find a couple temps. As
The Ferrari coming out of the pits.
Yep, I'm just watching the Alpine of Ryan. Looks like there's no movement in the Alpine garage at the moment. 2 minutes 40 left in the session.
Yeah. It's about 2.5 minutes. It would be quite late. There might still be time, but it'd be quite late. Is he going to actually get out? I don't think he is. You know.
Nice try going back. No, it'll be very on the margin if he goes out.
Is that an Alpine I see? That is an Alpine I see coming out of the pit. Is that him?
Which one is it?
It's
Ryan, I think.
That is Ryan.
That is the pole sitter. 2 minutes to go. But he's got to get a move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to make sure it doesn't destroy his tyres, ultimately. Let's go on to share stuff. I think he's on a lap.
Yep, okay, right. Shall I go for it?
Yeah.
Right, so, La Source. It's a bit of a slow in, fast out, as he's hit the apex nicely there. It's a good exit. Now he just needs to go to the right hand side, use little input as possible. Now up Rouge again and Radion again, little input as possible, ideally flat out, and he does do that. And he moves to the left hand side for the end of the Campbell straight into Lecombe chicane. Wants to lose as little momentum as possible going through here, but it can be very easy to spin and he nailed it very well. Now you find yourself braking while turning for this corner, going long right, quick left, quick to the right hand side now, down into Pouhon. He's going to take this in 8th gear, brake and go down a gear. It does not invalidate, it can be very easy to do so. Now for the camper chicane, and he right, left, very good exit into Stavalo, and he is 3/10 up. It's a purple middle sector.
He's 1/10 in this sector, in the final sector.
Yeah, and it's just a long run now into the bus till the bus stop chicane. Again, as little input as possible. Try and into the bus stop chicane as late as he dares to brake. Hits the first apex nicely, hits the second nicely. Now, what's it going to be off the exit? Is it going to be pole? It is pole! It's provisional pole.
Of a second, precisely.
But Ryan is up by 10th in the first sector. Ryan's the 10th up in the first sector.
He's on the sub 32nd first sector. That's very impressive. As he goes through the middle sector. Downhill braking. I hope that hasn't distracted him too much. This is Ryan's PRL debut, of course, and it's looking pretty good for him. Now it's just a matter of if he can improve on this lap and not people behind him. I've got to say, I hope no one gets caught up in traffic as he goes through Pouhon. Pretty tidy through there.
Next to cross the line, I think it's Ray, but he's invalidated. I think there's a spinner off the right-hander.
AlphaTauri, it's high front.
Yeah, it's high front, so that is him off pole.
That worked.
So that's him, his chance to
Ryan has done a purple middle sector and a bit of a twitch coming off the curb. That was pretty dangerous for him. I didn't see the delta, but it looks like this, he could snap back provisional pole. But we have to see through the bus stop chicane, brakes at 100 metres. That's very late.
But he's made it the apex. Out the final corner. What's it going to be?
Is it going to be?
Can he snap pole back again? Yes, he can! It's an absolute stonking lap. 143.6. He's only off 10th off the pole time last year. So, yeah, him on pole, surely, unless Nico John can do anything about it around the final corner.
2 tenths off, though. He might gain a few positions.
Where's he going to be? It's P7. Not too bad, but it's Ryan on pole. Chaos Druid's on a lap, I think. No, he's invalidated. That is Ryan on pole position by nearly 4/10 of a second. Or it might be, no, it's nearly 4/10, not quite. But that is a rocket of a lap. I said he was about a tenth and a half after the first sector alone. So yeah, that's an unreal lap. Whether it's raining, I mean, if it's raining for the race, we could have an absolute madness. But yeah, that is a very good lap from Ryan
Yep.
on pole. Callum P4 as well. I've not even noticed that. Callum.
Yeah, well done to Callum. Yeah. So
I think that's his
then
highest.
two words he would never put together: Irish domination.
Fuck's sake. Oh, good. But that is Ryan on pole.
Yep, by 3/10 of a second.
Yeah,
Turn
Cheryl
on
Shaft.
Turn your TVs on, Irish F1 fans, because look who's on pole. Now, alright. Alright, so the qualifying order. Yeah, so now the qualifying order got Ryan on pole in his first race, Shara Shaft on the front row, Heist Grant, Callum, Femi, Robsu, Nico John, Polani, the Hammer, and Ray rounds out the top 10 in the Haas. Lucas Aid, Kale Stewart showing Will Butler doing his lap on the medium tyre. That's an interesting move. Rusty, Circe, Darkness in last, sort of like the medium, the Inter strategy hasn't worked out for him, and that's qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruling out that there's always a chance of someone even lower down winning this race, because I think there's been the first round of this track. I think Fruitful in Premier did one, not all those seasons ago.
Yeah, it was on F1 2021.
Yeah.
But
right.
The one to watch is going to be Ryan. I think, depending on how close Sherashoff can get going up Radion, then I think Ryan will be in a spot of bother if he can keep that lead. And depending, of course, on the size of the rear wings they're using.
Yep. It's going to be dry for the start. I'm guessing it's dry all race, suggesting those lap times.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they could go that fast.
What a battle
if they were using wet
Share and Ryan. Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean...
Aiden, do you want to have a look in Tier 1 chat? Because Callum's just congratulated himself.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's put damn at Callum YT5. What a lap. No,
what a legend. Ah, see, what a legend. Absolute, yeah.
Absolute GOAT, greatest of all time behaviour, that.
He is him. Main character.
Yes.
He is the main character.
Yes, absolutely. Tis well that we're all living in it.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be an easy pole for it, but I mean, it didn't for Ryan, because that first lap didn't turn out to be the case. Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't easy for him, but he pulled out a stonking nap at the end, you've got to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's very easy to make a mistake around this track. I mean, it's a 1 minute 40 plus second lap time round here. So you can make a lot of mistakes while trying to put a lap like that together.
Yeah.
So the fact he's managed to do that, well done. Yeah. I mean, even last season, I think I'd put him on the front row, so fair play.
Yeah, very impressive stuff, but the Kelster was just saying that he was happy with what he had done. He said he validated on his final run.
Yep, just going to have a look at the...
That is going to start in 20 seconds.
Yep,
and he gets the main event of this weekend for Tier 1, the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yeah. About 11 seconds until we start. Hiccup there. Alright.
Not bad for a Tier 2 driver. Yeah, not bad at all, I've got to say.
Right, prediction. Go on. Who are you guessing to win this? Because I think it's a formation lap. Go on, prediction. And then if they crash out, I'll at them and say thanks to Adam. And then if they crash out,
I'll say... Look at Ryan's qualifying. You've got to put him up there for the win. You just can't not.
So I know who to DM at the end of this when you jinxed it. No, I'm joking.
Don't
say thanks to Adam later.
Right. Alright, so anyway, having a look at the tyres, it's it's about say probably a 60-40, 70-30 split of mediums to hards. So the front row are going to be on medium tyres. It's Heiskran, a lot harder than the top 10 on hards. So Femi, Robsu, Nico John, the Hammer, Lucas Aid, and then the back three of Rusty, CFC and Darkness are on the hard tyre, and the rest are on medium. So what do you think of the tyre choices? Because there's a lot of hard runners.
I mean, obviously in Premier they had a wet race, so yeah. I can't really entirely judge. I mean, practicing in the dry, I started on the hard tyre because you can. I mean, if you don't pull away a lot on the medium tyre, then the guy starting on the hard tyre can come up back at you very easily. I see Ryan's pulled a bit of a gap on the formation lap.
Yeah, he's quite quick on the formation. I mean, like if I was shot, I'd be getting alongside him. I'd be just trying to show my intent, because I mean, just trying to shake him up a little bit, because that's one hell of a gap. You've got to do something psychologically in order to try and do something. The predicted pit stop strategy is, well, I think you know it's going to be mediums to hards or hard to mediums, so no worries about that.
Yeah. The tyre wear around here, I think, was quite high on the mediums when I was doing practice around here. Yeah, predicted pit stop strategy. Yeah, the medium.
I think. Sorry to cut in there, but highest crown I reckon will be the main threat. Be the highest hard starter. Ryan is Simon down quite early, I've got to say.
Yeah. I must say, the only downside with starting on the hards is if there's an early safety car, it can really throw a spanner in the works. I mean, you could pit early and go on the mediums, but like I said earlier, the medium tyre wears out quite a lot around this track. I mean, it's 22 laps, but there are 22 long laps. Even like 5 laps or something like that around here is a bit of a marathon. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I mean, if there's an early safety car, you'll probably see a mixture of strategy.
Yeah, I think Ryan... late safety car would be good for Ryan, because he's got a fresh set of softs in reserve. Yeah. In front of the strongest formation lap ever. Yeah, we know, mate.
It's like I said earlier, the longest track on the camera. It's
Ryan
not a complete surprise.
Being very slow on his way to the grid. I thought he was going to hit the Williams there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a jump. Right, Ryan, line up.
Let's spectate Callum. That'll give us a good overview of the top three. You can watch the back of the grid.
I've got the worst camera angles of all time. Anyway, 5 red lights for the Belgium Grand Prix. It's pedal metal, and here we go. And Ryan gets a mega start. He's cleared of shell shock.
Oh, Robson's got up the inside of. Oh, he's Robson has all the way up to second for him. I don't know if it doesn't look like he's got a drive through, but I'll have to look at the penalties. And I think Heiskran, something comes to Heiskran as Callum gets past him going up. Oh, Rouge, and Callum just bottled it.
Oh, he spun it.
He's out of the race. He's just taken the wrong line going up Rouge, and that, within a sector, is his race finish.
In virtual safety car.
In penalty saying YT5, yeah. And there we go, that's an early safety car, and that will throw. I think it won't really throw a spanner into the works, will it? Because it's very early days. Nah.
Yeah, it's fairly early. I mean, the hards can go a long way. They can't. I mean, if you're pitting now, you're wishing for a lot. I must say though, Ryan's built up a massive lead off the start, and there we go, green, go. 1.2 seconds between the top two.
I thought that was going to be a permanent, but what a start for Ryan, even if let's see if there's any action going on behind us, as Ray gets past Lucas through, gets past Lucas going through, I think, Puon. There's a lot of understeer on the McLaren. I think there is something wrong, because it looks pretty understeering.
It looks like Ryan might have the better straight line speed out of the 2 cars, out of the top 2.
let's
as he's
check.
gaining quite a bit on the back straight,
Yeah.
on the straight,
Yeah,
with the bus
good
stop
for Ryan.
chicane.
The straight line speed. I think it'll be hard for Cher to keep out, even if he does an excellent second twos all the way through this race.
The Hammer has a good exit on Polini, and he might just get past after the bus stop chicane into turn 1. Oh, he's got that move done before the braking zone.
Inside, yeah, good stuff by... Sorry to cut in there.
No, that's fine. It's on the hard tyre as well, so both hards working very well for the Hammer. Yeah, he's up to P5. I mean, I wasn't expecting the hard runs to get such a good start, because I think most mediums, I mean,
oh, look, a very crossfire. He's got the overtake on, he's going to get past Marty going into... well before the braking zone, and that puts Williams up into P6.
Yeah. Again, the medium tyres are not looking that good, because he's dropping down the order with these hard runners. Barring Cher and Ryan, I mean, the medium might have not been the tyre to start on. Because he's losing time to Nico now as well. Or it was briefly.
Yeah, you're correct in saying that. However, though, the front two look like they're doing pretty well. Ryan, 1.7 seconds advantage, nearly 2 seconds.
Oh, Kelstro's out! Rouge, yeah, he crashed at Rouge.
Oh, okay, I think he must have got on the stuff or something. No safety car,
yeah.
But we'll have a watch for Ryan if the car doesn't get towed out before he reaches Kelstro's turn on, giving you rear wing damage. Ah, okay, that's unlucky. That you are not going to make it.
Oh, Ray, gonna go around the outside. Well, before Blanchimon maybe, yep, round the outside of Circuit Sucks. I don't know if he had a moment there, because he was very slow.
That was a medium runner. Ryan is a 48.0 gap, is 2 seconds now to Sherashaft. And were you expecting this? Because what a time Ryan's having at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking pretty comfortable out there. He's extended that gap to 2.2 seconds. I mean, yeah. I mean, he has the gap to control this race from here on end. He had such a good start, I must say. As DRS on Darkness King, will he get him into the Lacombe chicane? Down the inside, and he has it done before the braking zone of the Lacombe chicane, and up into P10. That is for him.
Yeah, while
making decent progress.
Up on Icecrown, can you just take over the commentary for a moment while I spectate him?
Yeah, so P3 and P4 and P5 looking quite close. I mean, there's like 5 drivers here that are quite close to each other here. So we might see a bit of a DRS train being formed here. Though there is a medium runner on the back of this train, so he might be able to find some progress, as he seems to be able to pick up the pace as he extended that gap from Nico. He must have had some issues towards the start. I don't know what with, but yeah. As I say, that Circuit Sucks is now catching up to Darkness King. About 0.6 of a second between the two of them. And he's starting to grow that gap, as it looks like Darkness King probably has better straight line speed due to lower wings, which probably doesn't better him to fit him in the second sector. Well, Hydescron gonna get DRS on Robsu. It's lap 4 of 22. He's about 7/10 back from burning some of that ERS, though Robsu has double the amount of ERS he has, and is a massive lift for our Rouge, understandably, with the heavy fuel and the fact that the hard tyre can be a bit of a pain to go flat out.
Just like comeback, looks like Hydescron going to go out the inside of Robsu. Going into the braking zone, he gets...
Oh, switch back from Robsu. It's side by side. And
Robsu goes back up the inside. And it looks like the Hammer's going to join in on the action. He's going to go down the inside of... Hydescron, we don't know. Hydescron is going to hang it round the outside. The Hammer's going to go up the inside, and is he going to get the move done? Yes, he is. So that is some very good stuff there from Robsu, from Hydescron and from the Hammer there. All three
Yeah,
drivers, in fact.
Yeah, you thought he was going to get the
racing.
place there. It was side by side into Lecom. I thought he's going to get the place there, and he ended up losing a place to the Hammer, who's now, I'm guessing, going to have a go at Robsu now. Though Robsu has 90% or 95% of ERS, so it's not like he's pushing the ERS battery. I mean, he's got a lot to deploy if he needed to. It's somewhat paying off as he's the leading hard runner. As Cher and Ryan will have to come in and go on to the hard unless they
Ryan,
go as long as they can.
It's chilling. I mean, 3 seconds.
Yeah. High score going defensive into bus stop chicane.
Before I came back, he set a 47.9 fastest lap of the race.
Femi Thrustmaster has a good run on High Scran. High Scran is now out of DRS range of the Hammer.
Is very close to Robsu.
Oh, he almost hit the back of the Avatari into turn 1. Very late on the brakes.
You didn't catch that there. So let's look at the Hammer as we go up. Eau Rouge and Radion. So pretty. This is the Hammer that's got a lot more commitment.
You'd think this
I
is
think the Hammer is actually running negative on the fuel. I can just see on the dash. Going to go down the inside.
We might not be that easy, you know. No, it's
no, looks like he's done it. And the only person on Xbox, he's doing a pretty good job as he moves, as he makes his way up to P3 and goes defensive. And and looks like he got up to the podium places and is now the highest running. No, Robsu's still there. He looks like he can get a little bit of a switch back on the exit.
Yellow flag. W block lows.
Yep, he's had a spin. So Alpine. So the whole field is now one big Alpine sandwich.
Towards he's not really going to make an overtake here until the bus stop. But again, like I said earlier, he can use the ERS. He can just go along. Oh, another spinner, Darkness King at Huon. But again, he's got plenty of ERS.
Darkness King.
I think Robsu's being a lot more smarter with how he uses the ERS.
Femi and Highscran, Femi's looking closer to Highscran than Robsu is to the Hammer.
Oh, yep, Femi.
He's going to go down the inside. Go around the outside. That's a smart decision, I think. He's going to get the racing line and get to the inside into the final corner, and he's done it. It's up to P5.
Lovely move.
Tier 2, no, but the man who's the runner-up in Tier 2.
Yeah, lovely move that was round the outside.
Yeah.
But I was saying, Robsu is being quite smart with how he's using his ERS. He's not got he's got a lot in the tank.
Game, I think, Robsu.
And he's just going to get him easily here down the straight. Look at that rocket ship with DRS, ERS slipstream, and he's got the move done before they hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hammer, though, he's got close there on the braking. I thought, oh no, they're going to be side by side still. As
the Hammer's going to go around the outside.
But no, I think, it's going to be side by side down the hill on the right hand. The Hammer later on the brakes has forced him wide.
Too much understeer on the Mercedes. If he could have kept that round, if he had the grip, then that would have been a really entertaining battle, I've got to say.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the gap between Cheryl Shaft and Robsu, about 8 seconds. I mean, he's got to do an absolute madness of a second stint to catch that gap, I think. But you never know with safety cars and etc. That can easily close. Ryan, again, just looking, he's just controlling the pace really, isn't he? As I say that though, Polini, he's about 0.2 of a second behind Highscran, who's in AlphaTauri. Highscran with 6%, Polini with almost the whole battery. He has the whole battery. Those mediums are going to be a bit worn, but they might still be faster.
John got quite close under braking as he had a yellow.
I think it's Darkness King that went.
Temple yellow, Polini to the back of Nico John.
Oh!
And that is, I feel really bad for Nico John because he's got a whole lap to get back home, to get back to the pit, and
that's a 5-second penalty as well for Polini. I'm guessing it was for the collision there with Nico. Does he have front wing? He does, I think, on his left end plate there, if you see it.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
he
the
does.
hammer is going to go around the outside of Robsu. No, Robsu's going to try and carry it around the outside himself. No, he's just going to keep a wheel in.
They are battling like crazy, but he is losing them
Yeah, they
time
are.
to the guys in front.
I mean, this is for the podium spot, of course. The gap, 8 seconds between him and Sherishar.
Yeah, the only problem with them... Oh, as Robsu goes a bit wide and hits the barrier.
And Femi's been dragged into this.
Yeah,
So it might have a good battle shaping up for the podium here. You never know.
The only problem with them scrapping like this is because they're losing time to Sherishar. So it's just looking less and less likely they'll actually catch him because 9 seconds. Because I'd say a lot of that is because they've been squabbling and tripping over themselves. Yeah, they've been battling like crazy, especially down towards the end of the Kemmel Straight. Speaking of which, Femi Thrustmaster as Butler gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Is Femi Thrustmaster going to go for a move? He has a look. He's just a bit far back as Polini gets Nico John before Blanchard, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's because of the front wing damage.
Because McLaren going to go into the pit. I wonder if he will. It looks okay so far. A lot of people on negative fuel, but we've had no...
Nah, he's pitting.
Yep, and
box.
that will not bode well for his race.
It's gonna be a long stint on the medium tyre. That's gonna be a very long stint on the medium tyre. Is High Strand gonna have a go on Femi as they go up Rouge through ready on Edge? I think the hammer's got very close.
He's got High Strand got almost no ERS, but he's still gonna go up the inside of Femi. Femi follows him as wide as he can. So
and that is down the inside into 5th place. I'm just saying that the hammer's almost broken out of DRS range of Robsu, which will be crucial for his race.
Yep.
Though he has used a lot of the battery to do so. With that red light flashing on the back of that car, that can be very reassuring for Robsu, as he's still got plenty of DRS. Ryan has 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ooh,
yep,
I mean, he
still
has a
between him and Sherishar is 5 seconds, so he's safer now. He's got 2 seconds margin.
I'm just going to have a look at Sherish's warnings. He has 2 as well. Whether they were both... no, one of them was for collision, so I'm guessing he only has 1 warning because he's been near absolute... It's been a bit of a no man's land race for him ever since lap 1. Robsu's caught that gap back up again. It was approximately about 8/10 of a second.
Robsu,
and it's just a bit closer. Whether it will stay that way, it's nearly 9/10, nearly a whole second. I think there's another yellow flag for Darkness King who spun it.
Race for the Mercedes, and Lucas was lucky to get through, was ghosted.
Yeah, and it's starting to spread out just a tiny bit. I think there's just a couple, like a pair of, or just a couple of drivers just sticking with each other, but it's starting to spread out just a bit more. With Robsu just about 7/10 of a second, it's about the closest fight between two. Actually, scrap that. Nico John is closest, but yeah, he's nowhere near into the chicane. Whew. Well, a moment to breathe for the 9 laps. Ryan now closing into 6 seconds. He's just extending that gap despite the 3-second time penalty.
That 3-second penalty, I think, just a minor nuisance if you're in that cockpit.
Yeah. As Nico John is got plenty of DRS, got DRS. Is he going to get him before the end of the straight? He's going to have a look, but he can't quite do it. And the Alpine.
Bit of a slide there, and that has caught Nico John out, and I can't blame him for trying to avoid it.
Yeah. Who's gained the most position? Actually, I haven't actually yet to look at that. Might as well. Well, we are. So, the Hammer's been the biggest gainer, I think, with Rusty. With gaining 6th position, and Ryan in the pit.
Has pulled the plug. First one into the pit is the leader. To be on the hards. Pretty quick stop for the Alpine crew, and out he goes.
the only worry for him is he going to be in this train?
Oh, he's
with
come
the
out in a bad
hard
place.
tyres?
That's not good for Ryan.
He's going to come out and we're right in the middle of this train.
Oh my God!
Him! Oh
And
my
execute
word.
all the 66 has failed. And he stayed in the lead.
Oh mate, that was nearly.
He has to get past Heistron in a hurry.
To the gym.
There you go, all the overtaking done. Ryan knows exactly what he needs to do, and he flies past the AlphaTauri, and into Q3 goes Ryan. But of course, this is outlap. Those tyres are going to be quite badly performing unless he can find something.
And his heart rate certainly would have gone higher there. Where
I
don't know if he noticed. I don't even know if he would have noticed Rob Sue coming across because he was right behind him. I don't know.
Now where would Cher come out? Because he would be probably behind. He'd be behind the pack. I reckon he'd be kind of around Rusty, Polani, and Searcy, which would be a good place to pit from.
Yeah, it's crucial that Ryan doesn't lose any time behind the hard runner. I mean, he's cleared most of them. It's just the hammer to go. And he's going to gain. He just can't lose any time behind them. Is Shell Shaft going to box? I mean, he's got a massive gap to the hammer. I mean, if he goes, we'll see if he boxes now. Does he? Does he not? Maybe.
Well,
yeah,
he is. So hopefully, should be a routine stop. Doesn't hit the wall on pit entry.
And Femi Thrustmaster, is he going to go down the inside? And he makes
he
it
does.
down the inside, but he
broken too
overcooks
late
it.
for his own good.
Oh, they made contact.
Yep, they have.
Oh, what's happened to the hammer as well? He's lost positions.
Yeah, and that's Ryan is back up to P1. So
yeah.
So well, that doesn't do anything to him. And Sheriff Shaft is in P6. He's just behind but he's behind this whole pack, so he's in trouble unless they pit soonish.
Yellow flag. That's Darkness King spinning again.
Yep. Been a referee.
Who else?
And Polani into the box. Hard tyres.
The hammer is just too far back. Oh, Darkness King spun and crashed. Is that going to be a safety car? That is a safety car.
Or is that a... Yes, it's a full-on
safety car.
I can see the safety car coming out of the box.
Well. That he's got a 3-second time penalty, right? I mean, there's no question that if he can gain the 3 seconds,
he'll gain the time back, I reckon. But
that's throwing a bit of a spanner into the works.
Well, I mean, if you're Ryan, you're thinking, oh god.
Finally, we've got an actual mode. I mean, there's a lot of action going on in this race. I can't lie. I haven't actually got a drink. Yeah. I mean, who's going to box now? Who's going to box? Who hasn't boxed yet? So Rusty hasn't boxed. Circuit Sucks hasn't boxed. Femi Thrustmaster hasn't boxed. The Hammer hasn't boxed. Robs hasn't boxed. Hydro Skunk hasn't boxed. Shell Shaft shouldn't really lose anything from this realistically. He's quite close to the pack in front of him. I mean, there wasn't really a major gain here, I think. Actually,
so Ryan is boxed. I don't believe it. He's. Oh, I think no. Of course he can. That's a smart move because he knows that everyone
Chev, isn't he?
on the old hard is going to be. Yeah, no. But Sheriff Shaft is staying out. In fact, so.
Oh,
so
here we go. Here we go.
I don't know if that's an absolute blunder or if that's a masterclass because he must have known that everyone behind him was going to be on.
I mean, to be fair to him, everyone else behind Cheryl Shaft is going to be on medium tyres, I think. Pretty much everyone. So
yes, so Sheriff Shaft has done that for, well, I assume for track positioning wouldn't have seen the point, will he?
Yeah, it's going to be one long, probably 8 laps when the safety car comes in. It's going to be a long 8 laps.
Yeah, 8 or 9 laps, yep.
With the medium runners behind him, it's going to be a bit of a difficulty. getting them all past. Well, I mean, Ryan's looked in control so far of what he's been doing. He's gone onto the medium tyre, which, when you first think about it, might not be smart, but at the same time, everyone else behind him would be on the medium tyre. So, in hindsight, it's probably quite a good idea. Whether it'll pay off, we'll find out after the safety car and come the checkered flag in about 10 laps time. He has got 3 seconds as well, so he has got to gain quite a bit. But if he gets Cheryl Shaft early on, he definitely has the pace to get that gap. But what he can't do is get stuck behind him and then having to battle the guys behind him.
Yep.
Because I have a feeling Cheryl Shaft might be in, a bit of a world of bother. With the pace of the guys behind him on the mediums.
Yeah, of course.
I did say when it was 9 seconds, that gap could easily close down with a safety car. And it has done. So never say never, really. Anyone could still win this race. Anyone. Well, yeah. I mean, the guys for Ryan with how well he's controlled this one.
Yeah, I mean, Sheriff Shop has got a mammoth task, I think, ahead of him.
Yeah, those tyres are a nightmare to heat up as well. Especially under the safety car. Well, they normally are. I don't know what they're like around Spa, to be honest, because I've not actually had a safety car in Spa, Melbourne on the hards. It's quite weird to think about. Oh. Right, so who's... yeah. I'm guessing everyone's on the medium and the hards. Yeah, there's 2 on the hard tyre and everyone else on the medium. Oh boy. I feel sorry for Bellini and Cher. I mean, unless they could pull out a masterclass and pull out pace those hards. Yeah. Which, to be fair to him, the hards didn't look that bad initially. It was just it was just a lot of squabbling. So I guess it's only one way to find out, really, isn't there? So I love this game. Part of me is glad I didn't get a stream for that start. Honestly, I tried to find a good camera angle. Every single one, I just saw the car and there was nothing else. Like, in terms of, it was just zoomed in, and yeah. So I couldn't see nothing. Someone could have got on boards, which was fun. With safety car, I think safety car's going to come in this lap.
Yep, so 9 laps, but we sure have to do an Alonso in Hungary 2021, Imola in 2005 in order to win this race, but who knows, can he? He's a smart driver, I think he knows what he needs to do. It's just when Ryan is going to pass him and take the lead. I think Cher needs to lay it until Cher needs to lay it long enough that when Ryan passes him, he doesn't put 3 seconds with him and Cher. Sorry, I'm waffling. You know what I mean? Obviously they can't overtake until the start, the start-finish line. There are
but there's a long straight going down the Camel Straight where Ryan could probably get him.
Yeah, of course, you got to remember Ryan's straight line advantage.
Yeah, we saw that early on in the race. So I'm interested to see what wings he was running. I think when's he gonna go? Is he gone?
Alright, so I think Scherer's. It's not a great restart, it's a pretty poor restart for Cher.
No, he's not gone. Now he's gone. Right, he's
going. Ice putting pressure on Ryan.
Oh, he might go down the inside here. He's gonna go for it, but he can't quite do it. And the Hammer's gonna go around the outside.
But it's looking quite bad for Cher at the moment.
But now, Ryan's gonna have the slipstream. Oh,
Look
the
at
way up
Robson,
now,
nice
Rouge
run,
they go.
they're side by side going up on Rouge. As Robson makes the move.
And here comes
Stick.
Ryan. Is he going to go round the outside? He's going to go down the camel straight. It's side by side. He's not getting a lot, you know, down the straight, despite
It's
saying
like
about the
Sebastian
straight line
Vettel
advantage.
2018. And Ryan,
And
I
it's
think, is
side
going
by
to take the
side.
lead.
No, he's got it. He's taken the lead. But
And
now
I
he
was
has to
hoping he
gain
would
3
hold on to
seconds.
this lead for a little bit longer, but inevitably Ryan was
who
going to get
spun
him,
it?
and it just came,
Heiscron
and it was
spun.
Heiscron. His wing's
But
gone.
now, has he
No.
actually? Oh, yeah.
There's no front wing on the AlphaTauri. But
But
nose
now-
is gone.
Ryan has to gain 3. He's already a second clear.
Yeah,
of
I
Cheryl
think
Shaft in the
Ryan's
hard.
got this race. I think.
Yeah,
wraps up.
unless the hammer gets him early, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's a long way to go before he can
Yeah.
really get him. But either way, it's gonna be a long 8 laps.
Yep.
for
Oh, Ryan's
Cher.
on the he's gone onto the gravel. And that has
Not-
sprung Shershot
Oh.
back into favour.
He can't do too many of them, can he? Oh
No,
God!
no, he can't. And that, for the Alpine, that is bad news.
He's still got the straight line advantage, in fairness to him, so he might not be in too much trouble as the hammer.
Otmar
Behind.
Zafnauer is going to be biting his nails. Once he...
Oh,
Because that is...
Ray and Lucas Aid through the last chicane. Ray makes a move. Lucas Aid goes a bit wide. Almost hits the wall.
The barrier, yeah, I noticed that. But let's look at...
Right, the hammer.
Little
I
battle.
mean,
Here's Nico Johnny's back.
I did say it's going to be a long one for the share, and it looks like that might be the case. With no DRS on this lap, it'll be on the next lap. He's got the slipstream. He hasn't got the straight line speed though into the chicane. It might have to remain a bit of a dive, which obviously is a bit hard going into the chicane.
Inside. They're alongside each other going into the braking zone. There might be a bit of contact here and a bit... Oh, I think Lucas, they went wide, but it's got the move done.
It's a lovely move round the outside.
Yeah, and Dobby Butler looks like he wants to go up the inside of Nico John. No move on for now, but Ryan, that hasn't phased him. 1.5 seconds the gap.
Yeah, with 7 laps to go. Yeah, he's got to gain another 1.5 seconds. He hasn't actually got any warnings as far as I'm aware. No, he hasn't got any warnings after his 3 seconds. So if he keeps it clean, he should be okay, especially with his pace right now and the advantage between the medium and the hard.
Ryan this time hasn't gone through the gravel. He's done a purple middle sector actually.
Alright, as he goes right on the curb, the hammer. Don't really ever go, don't really, it's a bit unorthodox line to go right on the inside curb through Blanchimont. But obviously he's still going. But it's going to be DRS this lap if I'm correct. Oh, Cher's been hit on the rear. So that's going to be interesting. Robsu's up into P3.
And Robson,
is it going to be side by side through
I was
Rouge?
just...
Right, Robsu through a Rouge. Is he going to get him? He's going to have the DRS. He looks like he's had pretty good straight line speed all race. Rounding outside of Shell Shaft. Actually, it's going to be quite tight. I think he might have him though into... They're still going at it. He's still trying to fight it, but it's a bit of a... Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hard one. A bit of an uphill battle to fight that one, to be honest. But now Robsu is released from behind the Aston Martin. Can he maybe... Nah, he's already got 3.5 seconds, Ryan. I don't know. It might be a bit of a task to close that gap. It isn't impossible, but it will definitely be quite a bit difficult to close.
And Shershot looks like he's still vaguely in it for the moment, I've got to say. Yeah. Ryan is now 3.5 seconds ahead of Robson, so he's cleared the 3-second barrier he needed unless he picks up 6 seconds.
Yeah, is Ryan gonna have better straight line speed down here? Nah, yeah, he has got a very good straight line speed. Side by side through Blanchimont! The Femi Thrustmaster and the Hammer going side by side. He might get an illegal overtake because it actually went off the track. Yeah, into the bus stop chicane and Femi
breaks deep, and he's broken deep enough.
Yeah, I think the Hammer would have had an illegal overtake because he kind of went off the track and then got past, so he probably had to let him through. That was very good from a pair of them. As Nico John gets past Ray. An unbelievable race so far. It's been a very good one, I must say.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. And the Hammer is looking pretty close. I don't think he'll get a move done here because Femi also has the DRS on.
Once again, it's looking like a bit of a DRS train out.
Right, he has a
Ryan's cleared it.
Time penalty.
Off. Ryan's just off into the distance. 4.3. Yeah. Yeah. It's never about him. I think Cher's starting to drop off a bit.
For the podium, even for P2 at this point, if Cher is looking like he'll be keeping up.
He's had a bit of an understeer moment, I think, out of the camper chicane.
Who? Who has?
Cher, he had a bit of understeer there. So he's now out of DRS range of Robsu, so yeah, he's going to be in a bit of danger here from Femi and might find himself off the podium, but he's managed to get some of that time back, so he's now back into DRS range. It just looked like a bit of understeer through the chicane, the camper chicane, after Puom. Yeah, he probably... yeah, he looks like he'll be fine because he has DRS. It looks like a bit of a DRS train forming. I think behind everyone else is a bit spread out as well. Saying that, has Shed got DRS? That's very... Ryan's crashed! Adam! Where's he gone? Ryan's binned it out of Rouge! I can't believe it! Oh my god! He's fully binned it out of Rouge. And Butler has a 3-second... Oh my god. That means Robsu is in the lead. He's been... Oh, I can't. I don't know what to say. That is unreal.
What's happened? Oh, Ryan's out! Oh, yeah, I don't believe it!
Yeah, he crashed out of Rouge.
I have gone to the toilet and Ryan is out of this race.
Yeah, he binned it at the top of the Rouge. He must have had a massive moment.
Robsu has been catapulted into the lead of this Grand Prix.
The commentator's curse, I hate to break it.
I go for one moment and Ryan bins it. I'm so sorry for you, mate. I'm actually...
Oh, and Heinzgrand's fun, but he's Mars. Yeah. I can't believe it. He binned it. Yeah, he's Mars back now.
Oh my god, and we have a good battle for the lead here.
Oh,
Cher looking
broke
close.
very late. Yeah, so basically he binned it at the top of a Rouge. So what I'm guessing is he may have been a bit offline going into a Rouge, and then his car may have just, the rear end may have not been able to handle it. As he just spun at the top of it on the right hand side. So he's just carried, been a bit offline. We can't, unreal. And yeah, Robsu's now 1.1 seconds ahead. And Cheryl Shaft doesn't have DRS, so Femi's Thrustmaster.
No, Femi
is gonna get him.
Teammate.
Round the outside of him, and he's up into P2. Now he's just got to catch Robsu. I say just got to catch Robsu. It's going to be a bit of a
tier 2 runner-up.
Can he do it?
And a very quick driver. He might be able to win in Belgium, and what a special first win that is for any driver.
I honestly, that is... I've never been so sure. I wouldn't say it just in case that. I've never been so sure that he's going to win that. Oh my god.
I thought he would as well. My prediction.
I can't believe it. He's cleared it as well. See, I don't know what's happened. He must have just gone a bit offline because that's an easy flat out corner. So I don't know. He couldn't have taken too much speed.
I think it just depends on the car. I think, but it's not easy flat. I'd say. Eau Rouge.
No, I mean when it's heavy
look
fuel,
at Femi,
maybe.
he is 5/10 away from Robsy. Robsy, we know, has won a race before in Australia, I think, in the wet.
Yeah, back in round 1.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, Lucas Lane got past.
Is P5. No, he's side by side with Rusty and there's a bit of contact.
Tires.
And this race from the top by is getting pretty tasty indeed.
Right, here we go. Right, DRS
goes back up. No, yeah, look at the inside.
Here we go, DRS. Can Femi snatch P1 late on in this race off Robsu? He's got DRS.
2 laps to go for Femi.
Slipstream round the outside. Is he going to
round
do
the
it?
outside?
Is he going to make it work?
Yes, he does.
He does.
Into the lead. Femi Frostmaster.
Where did he start?
It was. Let me
we
have
had
a look
a
at
flag. Nice.
for P5. Yeah.
Yay. Wait, first, second. Who was second? I think it was Cher. Yeah, Cher's third. So basically,
So, I think this could be quite a major point in the race because it depends now on who is in the right place at the right time for the front two. If they're going to keep a similar pace.
all the top four in qualifying has DNF apart from Cher. Also, unbelievably, holding on with those hard tyres.
Yeah.
Maybe the mediums are wearing off. And it's not over yet because Robsu is in DRS
He's
range.
getting quite a lot of Femi going through Blanchimont. I'm pretty sure.
This is going to be round 2 onto the penultimate lap of this race. There is 2 laps to go.
We won't have 12 different drivers on the podium, but have Femi and Chevin on the podium before. I don't know how many unique podiums
I don't think Femi's won, though. I don't think Femi's won this season. So that's going to be 4 different winners. Or is it going to be the first repeat winner in Tier 1 in Robsu? He's also close for a route.
Very close on his contact!
There's contact. Right now, with DRS, it won't affect him too much. Down the straight,
now, Cher is looking very close as well.
Cher's going to have DRS on Femi. Is he going to look for it down the inside? He's going to look for it. He's going to more than look for it.
He nearly did a Mick Hackland there, taking 2 cars, but Sherashoff is now up to 2nd place.
Yeah, into P2.
Gotta remember, Sherashoff and Femi were once teammates. They got on quite well, and now they're racing each other.
Could Cher win this race after all of this? I thought he might drop off a cliff.
This will be Sherashoff's very first Tier 1 race win. He started in Tier 1.
And the hards don't look too bad late on in this race.
And now after moving down to Tier 3, might he get his first win? Right where he started 4 or 5 seasons ago. What do you think?
The hards are not looking too bad.
Look at Sherashoff, he's just a 10th behind Robsu. He needs to just hold himself back for the moment being. He shouldn't go for the move now. That's the worst place to do it, because unless he can pull away big time going up Eau Rouge and Radion, he should have waited. I think he should have waited until the final lap.
Has Robsu gone tactical with that? Has he gone tactical with that? Because it looked like he did not have much straight lines there.
Yeah, that is elite racecraft from Robsu. If that's actually what he's done.
Through turn 1, he's gone a bit wide there, Cheryl Shaft. There's 1 lap.
Yeah, 2
tenths between them. There's a bit of lag there.
Yeah.
That gave us a bit of a hard attack there. Now, through
Rouge and Radion didn't look great for Robsu. But now this moment, the moment that decides the race winner.
And I don't think Robsu's not close enough.
No.
He's not gained enough.
He has to go for a mega send. Doesn't go for it in the end, but I think the option was there for him if he was feeling really feeling it.
I don't know, it's too much. It's a medium speed corner, more or less. It's been a bit hard to send it from that far, but his best there now is all the way at the bus stop chicane. But look at this, Shell Shaft is gaining on him. So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's coming in clutch later on in this race.
Yeah, now, for Robson, I think the only option for him now is just to get close through Blanchimont and somehow find something, but I don't think he's got it. Femi might be able to get him later on. There is no real battles going on in this front three.
Yeah, and the hammer just dropping off a bit, about a second out of Femi, so it's just these top three. Is Robson? I think he's too far back. He won't get him into the bus stop. He's way too far back. He's using all their battery, and yeah, it's 9/10. There's no
everything.
way.
He's got almost no battery. Sherishov looks pretty calm for him.
And into the final chicane.
Goes back to 10, and Tommy Butler is out.
And Sherishov,
he started
across the line, wins in spot. It's the fourth different winner here in Tier 1. Unbelievable.
Yup. I mean, what a deserved win for Sherishov. He, as I said, he started in Tier 1. He went down to Tier 2, then to Tier 3 because he switched to no assist. He went and he's climbed back up and he's earned a rightful race win. And he's very first in Tier 1 and he'll be gleeful because he deserves that. Although for Robson,
if he's been on the podium, just gonna quickly check, because that might be 11 different podium, unless he has other. Wait, no, Femi hasn't been on the podium this season. That's 11 different podium finishes.
That is unreal.
The only one being Robson.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Tier 1.
Unreal. That is 4 different winners as well. I thought, yeah, I mean, for a long period of this race, it looked like Ryan had it in the bag. I mean, never say never in this league. Yeah, unbelievable win. He was P3. He looked like he was going to fall off with the hard time, but they held on to the end there.
Although, let's run through our race results for this Belgian Grand Prix. Sherishov, the race winner out of nowhere. Then Robson, Femi, the Hammer, who's been he's been kind of around the podium, hasn't he? Now,
yeah.
And then Nico John, the 2 McLarens have came back quite nicely, I've got to say. Now, Rusty, Ray, Polani, Searcy, Butler, who retired right at the end, Heistkram, Ryan, who we thought was going to win, then Darkness, and then the Chaos Druid, and Callum. Now, I'm just going to have a look through the race director quickly. If the stewards, if they need it. Now, just before it cuts back, what was the quickest pit stop of the race?
1 point something.
2.185. So CSC and Nico John with the joint quickest pit stop of the race. No one needs to know that, but why not? Just all like that.
What to say? If I think it's either the Hammer or Robson that takes the championship lead. I'm not sure which one. Wow. Honestly, there could have been 4 different winners in that fucking race.
Yeah.
Cheryl Shaft in the end got that. Yeah. Wow. I'm still. I've never seen it something aged so bad. I'm gonna clip that prediction early on.
It came back to bite me.
I did warn you. I did warn you.
Yes, I knew. Yes, I said don't even try and say that, and it happened. Oh, that's
good.
Brilliant.
Share, man, unbelievable. I said the amount of times you said something was going to be comfortable. It was anything but for anyone on that grid to get any sort of position.
Good Lord.
Yeah. What's next? What's the next race?
I don't know. Let's. I'll have to have a look at the calendar.
Imola.
Yeah, Imola. I love Imola. I gotta say.
Yeah. apart from season 4, that probably gives you bad memories.
Yes, apart from the last lap, of course.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. What a race. Sheriff Shaft wins his first ever Tier 1 race. 4 different race winners, 11 different podium finishers this season. I'm so up for it. I said there was 5 potential championship rivals or like contenders. With how it's going, it could be half the grid at this point. I'm not even joking. It's unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, Tier 2's next. That starts in about
half an hour?
20 minutes, 25 minutes, so, or something like that. So you'll be joined by, let me have a look. You'll be joined by Lucas Aid. Unfortunately, Jesper can't make it. So Lucas Aid will be commentating that. You'll hear his lovely voice for Tier 2.
Yep.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes, I mean, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you very much to the entertaining race, and I have to apologise again to Ryan for costing Ireland their first race winner since Eddie Irvine, and and have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are.
Yeah, have a good evening. Adios.